ask Market Script about one more thing. Do you know about the compensation scheme of last resort?
We do.
Yeah, very interesting idea, isn't it? Very interesting. Now, how's it going down there at the CSLR?
So I'll ask my colleagues to come in here. CSLR has been operational, is it for
Since April this year.
Yep.
And who's running it?
So there is a scheme operator.
Who's that?
Do you know the names?
So Lauren Hogan, Acting Assistant Secretary of Regulators and Capital Markets Branch. So the CSLR operator is operated by a company called CSLR Limited.
Does any natural person work there?
Yes, so the CEO is David Berry.
Okay, and who's he?
The CEO.
Who appointed him? These are not trick questions.
Sorry, what was the question? Oh.
Well, who's David Berry? Who appointed him?
So the government.
Yeah.
So the minister appointed. The government appointed the chair of the CSLR.
Who appointed him?
The minister appointed the chair of the CSLR operator.
Who's the chair?
So Joanne Block, who was appointed on 1st of February 2024.
Who appointed Joanne Block?
The government appointed.
Yeah, who?
So that was the minister who appointed Ms Block.
Minister.
I would expect it would be in the Assistant Treasurer.
Okay. Minister Jones.
Correct.
Okay. He's appointed Ms Block, and the board or the chair has appointed the CEO.
I expect that would have been the case, but can take that on notice.
All right. So how much money is in this fund?
So there has been a number of levies that have...
Your nameplate there.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, thank you.
So there's been a number of levies that have been paid. The first levy was paid by the 10 largest banking and general life insurance groups, and that was $241 million. The second, and that's the pre-CSLR backlog. The first levy period was paid by the Commonwealth, and that was $4.8 million. And then the second levy has been paid by industry, and that was a total of $24.1 million. That was paid in October this year.
How much?
$24.1 million.
How much in total is sitting in this fund?
So around $290 million has been levied so far.
So does the organisation report to Treasury, or does it report to... Who does it report to? Where does it sit? Does it work, the people working your building in Treasury in Canberra?
So the CSLR operator is independent, but Treasury engages closely with the CSLR operator.
Right. So where are they based?
They're based physically. They're based in Melbourne.
They're in Melbourne. Okay. So I think in one of your papers you estimated, Treasury this is, estimated the admin costs will be $3.7 million. But according to the record for financial year 25, the CSLR is estimating an admin cost of $6.4 million. So vastly higher admin costs. So what is it spending the money on?
We'd have to take the specifics on notice, but generally they're the ones operating the scheme, so that includes receiving the complaints that come through from AFCA, assessing them and making the payments.
Right. Apparently last week the CSLR posted a job ad for a communications partner. So what's that job?
That would be a matter for the CSLR operator.
Okay. Well, do we have CSLR coming? Okay. So what sort of agency is CSLR?
So they're not a government agency. They're a corporate entity.
It's a corporate entity. So is it established under legislation? Mm-hmm. Okay. So is it a Commonwealth corporation? What is it?
No, I believe it's a corporate entity that is appointed by the government as the operator of the CSLR.
Okay. Is it undertaking a statutory function?
It's is operating the scheme as set out in the legislation.
I'm wondering whether it's undertaking a statutory function on behalf of the public, taxpayers.
Yes.
It is, isn't it?
It's operating a scheme for the government.
It is, okay. So how are we supposed to ask them questions if you're not going to answer questions on their behalf?
Well, I imagine you could call them.
They could be, I
don't
assume they could
know.
be called to the committee.
I don't want to
Okay.
encourage more people to sit in that room and then get sent home despite the chair's
well-
best efforts to keep everyone on track, but I
Well,
would have thought...
this is the truncated program that we have. We're doing our best to get through it. So,
Are you?
okay. Well, clearly I am. I'm actually quite efficient in my questions, and generally your answers are quite efficient as well. So, but we can't ask you these questions. Clearly,
We're happy to take.
you don't know about the admin costs of this scheme. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't have that information before me.
Nor do we, Senator. We'd be very happy to take that on notice and respond.
Can they do that?
They can, but if it assists you, I think ASIC is the oversight.
Yeah, if you can take those questions on notice about why they're spending so much money on administration and what this communications partner job is going to do. That'd be much appreciated. Thanks, Chair.
Okay, that concludes the